Happy Thursday, Firsties. Let's grab our math for today, and we are going to go over number 11 on page 643. Okay, so that was the one problem I asked you to do on your own and to solve it any way that works for you. So I'll read the problem again, and it says Jacob designs a robot that completes an obstacle course in 54 seconds. Clara designs a robot that completes the same course in 10 fewer means less, seconds than Jacob's robot. How many seconds does Clara's robot take to complete the obstacle course? Write an equation to show your work. Okay, so I set it up for you yesterday, and I told you that we were going to take the 54 seconds it took Jacob's robot and take the 10 seconds off because Clara's robot took 10 less seconds. We have to take the 10 away and figure out our answer. And we were talking about different ways we can take 10 away from a 2-digit number. So I'm going to show you the 3 different ways, and then we'll go over the answer. So one way you can do it is you can make a model of your number 54. And I did that here. I did 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. And I could take 10 away. And then what I'm left with would be my answer, which would be 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. So 54 minus 10 is 44. Another way I can do it is I can do a TO and just do a real subtraction problem and go down my ones place. 4 minus 0 is 4, and 5 minus 1 is 4. And again, 54 minus 10 equals 44. Or I can think in my head and just use the tens place numbers, which would be 5 minus 1. And 5 minus 1 is 4. And I would put the 4 back from the ones place. So again, 54 minus 10 equals 44. So Clara's robot could finish the course in 44 seconds. So whichever way works for you is the way you can do it, okay? Now, there was a Wednesday challenge, which was the other side, page 644. So if you did the Wednesday challenge, we're going to check it over together. If you did not do the Wednesday challenge, that's okay. We don't have to do the challenge every day. Some days are a good challenge day. Some days are we worked really hard and we need a break day. And that's fine. But grab a pencil or something to write with. If you didn't do the challenge, I'm going to read it and go over it with you now. Okay? So number 12 says, Charlie puts baseball cards into an album. He already put 10 cards in the album. He has 83 cards in all. So I know his total number of cards is 83. So how many baseball cards does Charlie have left to put in the album? So I can do it 2 ways. I can say what plus 10 equals 83. Or I can say 83 minus 10 equals what? So I know he put 10 in there, and he has 83 total, so that means he has 73 more to put in there. Okay, so he's got 73 cards left. All right, because I can do it as an addition or a subtraction problem, because I'm either adding what's left to the 10, or I'm taking the 10 away from the total, the in all. Let's look at number 13. Pearl's basketball team scores 50 points in one game. They score some points in the first half. They score 20 points in the second half. How many points did Pearl's team score in the first half? So again, here, I don't know, something in the first half plus 20 equals 50 in the second half. So I have to say what plus 20 equals 50. So that's saying like what plus 2 equals 5. So it's going to be 30. Thumbs up if you got 30. Or I could say, I know Pearl's team had 50 altogether, and I can take away the 20 points I know they already scored to see how many points remain from the other quarter. So I can say 50 minus 20, which is like 5 minus 2, and that's going to equal 30 again. So it's 30 points. Either way works. So thumbs up, because I know you got a good one on that one. Number 14, You could have written any problem you wanted. So you can copy mine if you didn't write one, or just see if yours makes sense, okay? It says subtraction, write a subtraction problem for which you would think addition to subtract. Explain why this would be a good strategy to use. Solve this problem. So my problem was I found 10 shells. I have 35 shells in all. How many more did I find? So I put what shells plus the 10 shells that I already have equals 35 shells. So 25 plus 10 equals 35. Or I can say, oh, I have 35 in all, minus the 10 shells I already found. So how many more did I find? It's going to be 25 again. All right. So let's go on to the next one, which is explain how you would use a hundreds chart to solve 60 minus 20. So 60 minus 20 equals 40. So if I was on a hundreds chart, I would find the 60 and count up 2 boxes. So if this was my hundreds chart, here's my 60, and I count up 1, which would be 50, and 2, which would be 40. So I count up 2 boxes because I'm taking 20 away. So 60 minus 20 equals 40. All right, so hopefully you did a great job on today's challenge. And now you're gonna hop onto Pearson and do the quick check and the videos, or watch the videos, then do the quick check. And I'll see you tomorrow.